Global Aesthetics Conference in 2021, finally after a few years off. We're here with Dr. Jeff Birchall. Do you want to tell the people kind of where you're from and for anyone who doesn't know?
So I have a practice Dermacare in San Diego, an office in Carlsbad and Rancho Bernardo.
Awesome. So finally here back at GAC after a few years off. How's the conference going so far for you guys?
The conference has been excellent. It has been good to be learning again, catching up with colleagues, and just getting away and getting rejuvenated for us to get back into our thing.
Awesome. So as far as the conference goes, I mean, we're only on day 2 now, but is there any talks or any sessions that have really stood out to you so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. I don't know if I was just ready to learn or people have been putting things together, but it's been good. One talk in particular was just changing the anatomy of the bone structure in the face and how that affects cosmetics and what we do. And it's been inspiring. Can't wait to get back and apply what we've learned.
Awesome. And that's the actual change in the bone anatomy of the face, and then how it changes with the injections.
Well, obviously the face structure starts with the bone, and as you're
Right.
losing bone, especially on the jawline, everyone complains about the jowling, but the retraction of the jawline leading to just that jowl appearance, as well as the loss of the angle, really affects what people see in the mirror. And then using your fillers and your various tricks to restore that back to a more youthful and beautiful appearance. It's fascinating.
I imagine that would be really helpful for the male market more so as well. I mean, I know the jaw, especially, with Botox and injectables, I know men especially get very iffy about that, and will they change the structure of their face, and will they still retain that masculine look? But it sounds like that would really kind of do justice.
Of course, I mean, the jawline is probably, from a maleness perspective, the strongest, really important thing to deal with. And it shouldn't be about changing it. It should be restoring it back to the way it was, back to where it is, back to that sense of who I am. And so I think when done well, it's not that I changed, it's that, I mean, my favorite, when they grab the graft, there it is, I'm back.
Right.
That's me.
Gotcha. All right. Awesome. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a few more awesome talks. Is there any talk we're looking forward to ahead?
Yeah, well, there's always new things coming out. Obviously, in the world of neurotoxins, there's a new neurotoxin that's coming out, so looking forward to learning about that a little bit more.
Awesome. Well, let's get into Dermacare. So, it's I've been using VC before COVID is my new thing. So, like in the last 12, 15 months or so, what have you guys been up to?
Obviously, we've been very fortunate. After we came back after the lockdown, we've been just very busy. People still care about looking good, and I think in some ways, just the emotional stress of the last year, sometimes being able to look in the mirror and kind of like what you see and seeing a happy, energetic person staring back at you is a good thing. So we've been busy doing that. We've been able to introduce some new services. So over the last year, we've added Quo, which has been a real nice addition for treating cellulite. We've been doing the silhouette and the Insulift threads, which has been also just a nice addition for restoring the face. And so as we're bringing those out and seeing the results, it's just been, in some ways, a very inspiring and good year for them.
I've heard really good things about the threads. I mean, those are the ones, correct me if I'm wrong, that also are used in the heart. So when you put it in the face, it really helps restore and kind of build back some of the lost collagen.
Yeah, I mean, they're stimulating collagen while a little bit of lift, and both of those things make a nice difference when it comes to restoring the face.
Awesome. Have you guys seen any big effects from the last actual COVID? I mean, I know one of the things specifically was the Zoom face was very popular early in the stages. Have you guys seen a big increase in that stuff, or is it kind of petered out as COVID kind of rolls to an end?
Yeah. I think in some ways with the Zooming obviously had people staring at their face in greater detail, and especially if you're in a boring meeting, what else are you going to do? You're going to sit and look at yourself while you're kind of passing time.
Turn the camera off and go to sleep.
Yeah, no, you can't do that because you got to run to the left so the boss knows you're there. But it increased the focus or awareness of some of changes in the face with time. So that was obviously gives us an opportunity to impact and help people kind of achieve their goals. But I think caring about your health, caring about yourself, caring about how you look is universal and true of the human existence. And so it's just more of the same.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, it was one thing. I mean, the industry has expanded over the last 12, 15 months.
Yes.
And it's been interesting to see, considering that a lot of markets, especially when you look at like restaurants and stuff, have absolutely gone totally the opposite way. So I mean, it's as a marketing team and as a marketing company, it's great to hear and it's great to see that like our industry has this staying power, even though there's a lot going on outside.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I think the other thing that we noticed, especially a year ago, but it's still there, is in some ways, because we're a medical office, people felt safe coming to
Oh,
us. And it was one of the few things they could do. It wasn't unusual to say, there's no way I was missing my appointment because it's the only time I've been out of the house for the last month or
Right.
the last 2 months. And so not only were we making them look beautiful, I think we were just giving them a chance to socially interact positively with other caring human beings.
Did you guys have any like big changes you made for that COVID as far as making people comfortable?
I mean, obviously, yes and no. I mean, we're a medical office, so cleanliness and cleaning and all that sort of stuff was part of who we are. And so we didn't have to change that. Obviously, the mask a little bit more early on, but as we've gotten vaccinated, and especially San Diego, it's an area where it's highly vaccinated and people are taking it seriously. So we've been able to kind of move forward and continue to act, in a safe but an open environment.
Well, awesome. I've kind of answered asked all my questions, but is there anything like that you want to shout out, or anything that you have coming up in the next month or two before the end of the year for Dermacare or start of 2022 that you want to shout out?
So coming up in the next month, we obviously have our array of kind of specials and emphasis in the office, and so I always like to invite people to come out and check it out and kind of get that taken care of. Got a lot of new faces that are joining us, just adding to our expertise of providers, so just we can accommodate and also meet the needs of more people. So we're very excited about that.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you for sitting down with us and taking the time, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the conference. And awesome having a chat.
It was a pleasure.